Going to review the Jaclyn Hill palette for you today. Such pretty packaging. I'm very impressed with this palette. I personally love this palette and I use it almost every day, so I hope you enjoy this tutorial that I'm going to give later on some of my favorite ways to use this. Say hi.
Hey.
Simeon's eating tuna. He just got back from the gym and it takes a lot of protein to fuel him, so he's constantly eating, and it stinks really bad. But these are the looks that I came up with, and I'm so excited to show you guys how to get them. This eye, I used a lot of the warm cranberry colors and some golds, and then this eye, I kind of went out of my comfort zone and used the yellow shade and the teal shade. So if you are wondering how to use this palette, if you have it, or whether or not you want to get it, this is a great video. And I'm so excited to share with you some of my favorite colors from it and swatch it for you so that you can get an idea of the consistency too. So some of my favorite colors, I'll just go ahead and talk about those. I love these two lighter shades right here for the inner corner. They're really, really bright. So just touching that first shade right there, it's super, super bright. So if I put that right there on my inner corner, just tapping it in, it's so bright, so pretty. So that's a great shade for that. Of course, all these shades can be used in so many different ways. This shade down here is also really good for a brightening type of color. I'm actually wearing some of that right in here, so you can see how bright that is. And just a tiny little tap of this color, these colors, and they go really, really far. They're very, very buttery, and I love the texture, and I'm all about texture when it comes to my shadow, so these are amazing. And if you watch any of Jaclyn Hill's videos, you know that she's all about buttery eyeshadows. So of course she made her eyeshadows buttery. So another thing that I like to do with this palette is use these colors up here. These really give off a really pretty like daytime look. So I'll take this color right here. It's just a really nice shimmer. It's very similar to my skin tone, so I really like it. Just kind of like for one of those days where you just kind of want to put on some mascara. This color is a really good one to just dab all over the eye and then put a little bit of mascara on. It's very, very pretty, and it's really good for these warmer colors too. It's very kind of goes on the eye a little bit neutral, but it's kind of peachy, so it's kind of on the warmer side, I guess. But I love to pair it with any of these browns. This one down here is a really good one for the crease color, and it looks great with this shade for an everyday look. You can really, really blend this color out for a very soft brown, very matte brown. And it does really well with those two together if you just want a quick two eyeshadow look. So those are some of my favorites, and then you really can't get any better than this gold. It is so pigmented. It is so pretty. It is just amazing. Look at this. Gorgeous. I love gold. It's one of my favorite colors of all time. Who doesn't like a good gold shade? So this is gorgeous paired with a lot of those warmer tones. And there are a lot of warm tones in this palette, so if you hate warm eyeshadow, then you're probably not going to like this palette because there's only a few that might work for you. I personally will wear any of these colors. I just want to try them all. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm excited about it. But then you have some really, really pretty cranberry colors. These are really hot right now. And this brown right here is super pigmented as well. It's very, very shiny brown. So you can just see how amazing these are pigmented and how shiny they are and how beautiful the color payoff is. So I'm going to be taking off my eyeshadow and applying some of the Jaclyn Hill palette today. I'm not going to be able to take off every little inch of my makeup because it's 9:30 at night and I don't feel like redoing it just to take it off in a few hours. But I'm just using a baby wipe and we're going to play around here. So this is not the best way to take your makeup off, I'm aware, but it is a sensitive skin baby wipe. So that makes me feel a little bit better. And of course my eye is going to be a little bit red from this. I guess I should take the whole mascara and everything off, but I just don't want to do that. So let me take this eye off too. So much makeup. I love this makeup. And this eyeshadow really stays on really well. I've been wearing it all day and haven't had a problem. I haven't had any problems with it creasing. So I've been very happy about that. That's one of my pet peeves with eyeshadow is if it creases. So that is nice when it doesn't do that. All right, so now I don't have any eyeshadow on. My eyelashes are all bent, all crazy now. And I have a little bit of eyeliner left, but that won't really affect the look too much. All right, so I'm not sure what color I want to use right now, but I'm thinking I want to go in with one of these really pretty teal colors. So I think I want to do the shimmer first and then see where it goes from there. We might just put that one on and then wipe it off, and I don't know, maybe we'll do something crazy. We'll just try. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to use a synthetic brush for this, and I'm going to get it a little bit damp by just wiping it on the baby wipe that I was just using to take my makeup off. And that way I have the most control with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this beautiful mermaid looking color that's called Pool Party. And I'm just going to dab it a couple times and we're just going to start placing the color. Look at that color. It's such good payoff. I mean, super pigmented. And I am being very, very, very careful with this. And you can see how much of it just lays on there after just a little bit. I think this is a fun shade. I'd love to go to the beach with this shade. It'd be so fun. Of course not to the actual beach, but you know how when you go to the beach and you're all tan and you go out for dinner at night, so you put some makeup on. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this would be a fun shade to wear for dinner. Look at this. It's called Pool Party. Now I get it. So gorgeous. Look at that. So let's see what we want to do with this shade. What would go well with it? You have a lot of options here. One thing that I think would be really fun would be to put some of this yellow color with it, or maybe do the matte color to deepen this with a little bit of a transition, one of these matte browns as a transition, and maybe pop a little bit of that gold in there, thinking that maybe. And then maybe I'll put the yellow on the bottom. So let's see how that goes. Let's try that. So I'm just going to use this brush here. This brush set is from Target, and I don't really know what this brush is called. I don't remember what the brand is. They're decent. Yes, this is so fun. So this is just going in the crease and just like this. Don't worry, I'm going to blend this out. But look at that, so pretty, so pigmented. So now I'm going to use my big fluffy brush right here and just make sure there's nothing on it from earlier because I used a bunch of different colors earlier. So I think I'm going to go in with a matte color, just a really soft color. Like let's do this one for now. And we're just going to kind of break this up a bit, just to give it a little bit of a transition up here. I'm loving it. So now what am I gonna do? I think I need a little bit of more color. I think I'm gonna go in with this gold color that I love so much with my big fluffy brush and use that as another fun transition color. I have a lot of eyelid space to work with, so I can definitely fit this in. This is so magical, these colors together. I wish you could see this in person. This gold shade is so amazing. It really is the best ever. Wow, this is so gorgeous. So, loving this so far. So now that I have blended that, I'm just going to go back in with the color that I just used in the shimmer. And I'm just going to lay a little bit more color down here just to brighten it up again. Because sometimes I get a little blended happy. So now it's nice and bright, and I wish you could see it better. So it's nice and bright now, and it has a little bit of gold. So now I'm going to go in and we're going to see what this yellow looks like. If I hate it, I'm just going to take it off. And I'm going to use this little brush, and we're just going to tap it. Ooh. This is so fun. This is really, really fun. I really like this look. So we have yellow on the bottom, which is super fun. I've never used these colors together ever, but I'm really, really happy about it. I think it's really fun. Super fun. Okay. So now, let's see, we could add one more thing. I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pop a little bit of color right in here into that crease. And I'm gonna use this light shade right here. And we're just going to put this right in the inner corner. And that really brightens that up. Gorgeous. So pretty. So now I'm just gonna clean this up. We're gonna put some of my Tarte Shape Tape back in there, and we're gonna blend that out. I don't know where my beauty blender is, so I'm just gonna tap it with my finger. I think I put a little bit too much. So far, I'm loving it. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this NYX white eyeliner to brighten up my inner corner. And we're going to need to go back in with that yellow shade because my concealer just took it away. So now I'm going to put this yellow shade under my eye. So since we put that yellow shade there, I'm also going to use a flat brush like this. And we're going to take the yellow and we're going to put some of it right here. Just a little bit. Or a lot. All right, so we're going to play around with the other eye now and see what we can come up with. Let's go in with this super pretty shimmery cranberry color and see what we can come up with there. So I'm going to wipe off my brushes. All right, so let's go in with, I'm gonna go in with my favorite gold color first. And that color is called Queen. So we're gonna put that on here. Like I said, this is the best gold ever. Isn't that gorgeous? This one really shows up really well. The blue color, teal color, is not showing up very well on camera. I'm try to get a good picture at least so I can put it in the video. But look at that gold. It's so pretty, so pigmented. So we're going to use this color with the cranberry color. I'm just going to use my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this color right here. It's just a really soft brown. Let's see, which one is that? That one is called Butter. And we're just going to use that to get the crease going here. So Butter. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with these colors for sure because I've used some of them. But even that alone is very pretty for like an everyday kind of look, just 2 eyeshadows. Of course, I would put something on the bottom eyeshadow. I'd put something on the bottom here, but this is a really, really pretty combination. So now we're going to use the smaller brush, again, the synthetic brush. I just find it picks up color really well and reduces the fallout, at least to lay the color on. So let me just swatch a couple of these and decide which one I want to use. Don't know. Let's see. I'm going to go in with this color right here beside the gold. It's a shimmer color right here, and it is called Firework. So we're going to go in right in here with that shade. Sometimes I'll use like a guide, like a card or something, so that my edges are really nice and clean. But I figure I don't have enough hands for that right now. So pretty. Very pretty cranberry warm color. Love this. I don't know why I don't wear these colors more often. So fun. I have to change my lips for this, but I'm digging it. Really cool. Very cool. So we have cranberry on the crease. So now we're going to get something on the lower eyeshadow line. I'm going to use that same gold just to go under my eye here. It's like fire. This is so fun. And I'm also going to take some of that red color, that cranberry, and just put it here in the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Not bad. Looking good. All right, so now I'm going to just try to blend this out a little bit more. Sometimes I just literally use my fingers. I'm really liking this. So let's see, what else could we put in there? Let me get a better view. So cool. This would look so good with some really dark black fake eyelashes too. So I think I'm going to put a little bit in the inner corner now. And for that, I'm going to use this shade right here. And that color is called, Obsessed. Gorgeous. So pretty. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that. My husband just got home. Hey, I'm doing a video. I'm recording a video right now. He does not hear very well, I guess. He said, "What am I doing?" feel like I'm gonna start a new trend with this double eye look. Alright, so alright, so those are two looks that you can do with your Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. And I'm super pleased with these looks, and I'm so excited to keep trying new colors and new looks with this palette.